So I am so happy having you today on the show, Danielle. I mean, I know it's a long way and it's from San Diego. And did you stuck in traffic? Because every time when I come up to San Diego, Oceanside is where it always kills me.
Well, I drive to LA a lot, so I generally leave at like 7:30 or 8, and then you can just do like 90 the whole way. So I came in last night, actually.
Okay, you got lucky.
Yeah, no, I don't do that in the morning. There's too many
I know,
variables.
I got lucky.
No, coming from the coast to you was like an hour and a half.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna go Dodger game after this.
Yeah.
So I'm actually very close to Dodger game. So I got lucky on that. And plus you were here for a show or something, right?
Yeah, my company is doing a pop-up shop on Abbot Kinney. So we're taking over this location. Our team's there setting it up right now.
People, did you just hear that? There's a pop-up shop in Abercrombie. I love that street.
Yeah.
Okay,
So fun.
When does it start?
It starts basically tomorrow. So we have a whole schedule of events starting tomorrow pretty early, and then it goes all through Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool. They wrapped the whole building. They built out the inside. It's like a full build out. It's really intense.
So I'm excited. I really want people to check it out, especially, I don't know if my listener had the same problems I did. I have, when I get stressed, my skin break out.
That's normal.
And then when I saw you, we met each other through YPO. We had the same chapter, and then I saw that you were Acne Guru, and then I was like, yes, I need to be her girlfriend because I need to know like what I need to do when I have a skin breakout. And then, so I noticed over the year that my breakout is based on, I don't know, it's based on my hormone imbalance or it's because I'm stressed. Normally it's when I'm stressed, and I can't figure out how or what to do. So when I saw that that's what they call you, the Acne Guru, I was like, I need to interview her because I know a lot of women who are wanting to know what they can do.
Yeah.
And how you even start. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, well, first,
And you have beautiful skin, by the way.
thank you. So
whatever you do would work.
I'm extremely acne prone. Like I had to do Accutane 3 separate times and it didn't even work on me. So I still break out like if I'm not careful, I still break out. Like I don't do dairy. I don't do eggs. Eggs are a secret acne trigger for a lot of people.
Oh, maybe that's okay.
Yeah. So, and when you're stressed, basically your cortisol kind of changes and your hormones kind of change with that. So that's when it can turn into acne. But generally, like even if I'm not stressed, which I can't remember the last time I wasn't, but even if I'm not feeling stressed, certain foods will still break me out. And I own San Diego Acne Clinic as well. So these are things that I've learned over the 10 years that I've had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I love the fact that you name your product, it's not clinical. Clinical.
Clinical.
So tell me about your product and stuff, like how that works for people.
So the whole line is both anti-aging and anti-acne at the same
I
time.
need that. Check.
Yes, we all need that because normally acne products are really toxic and drying, and they like kind of burn and strip your skin.
And then I start get
then you get wrinkles faster.
Yeah,
you get flaky, and
I
then
get flaky.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, you start being flaky immediately after it, but then because if you're dry, that means your barrier is trashed, and that means you're getting UV damage faster. So generally, if you're using, say, like a benzoyl peroxide as your main way to control your acne, you're probably going to age a lot faster.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's very irritating. So you need to maintain a healthy barrier in order to age well, and acne products generally destroy your barrier. So then you go over to anti-aging products, and they all have the same pore clogging filler agents that they use that customers don't know about. So then they break people out. That's why everyone with, who's really struggled with acne, they're terrified to moisturize or they're terrified to use sunscreen because they've been broken out so many times by them. And that's because of these filler agents that all these companies use. So I know
that makes sense because my problem is I get like dry spot everywhere.
Okay.
But I also know, like my girlfriend, also people in our chapter, they complain opposite problem. They're like too much oil. So
so the barrier has to do with a lot of that. And some people are just naturally oily, some people are just naturally dry. But there's one thing that everyone does that messes up their skin and creates a lot of problems, and it's washing with really hot water. Everyone does it, and you're lucky you look as young as you do.
Oh my God, I'm totally guilty of that.
Well, that's why you're getting the different dry patches, like somewhere here and then oily other places, or you get dry for the first part of the day and then really shiny the last part of the day. That's from washing with really hot water. So it's destroying your natural moisture barrier, and it's drying your skin out, and then your skin overcompensates with more oil later in the day. So that's why you're like, I'm dry and oily.
So what do? Do you wash with
lukewarm?
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm.
Okay, listen,
So
listen, girls, listen.
It's actually my favorite. My favorite tip here is in the morning, splash off with cool water. You don't necessarily need to do a deep cleanse in the morning. You can just splash off with cool water. If you're in the shower, don't let the water like beat on your face because it just.
Oh my god!
I know it feels good, but it's aging you faster.
Bad Evie, bad Evie. That's something I totally do.
Everyone does that until they're told not to. So if you stop doing that, you'll find that you're like more balanced and you probably don't get the dry patches.
How you even got into this? Like you have so much knowledge about it. I know you were saying you were prone to acne and you were taking medication. It doesn't work.
Yeah, so I have a biology background. I studied biology, genetics, and immunology all through school. And while I was going through my personal acne struggle, I was trying tried every medication multiple times, like spironolactone, Retin-A, adapalene. Yeah. To do Accutane is a really big process. I had to do it 3 times and it didn't even work. So I became like obsessed with trying to figure it out. And because I have a biology background, I was able to piece a Thank you. I was able to piece it all together and started San Diego Acne Clinic and just learned a ton. I learned a ton and I'm still learning every day. There's new shit that comes out that starts messing with people's hormones. Like for example, ashwagandha. Everyone's taking ashwagandha for stress.
Oh my god!
No, it's fantastic for cortisol and stress response.
I just took that.
Okay, but if it's in a certain dosage, I believe the study that I referenced was like it was over 150 milligram serving. It can start to raise testosterone. Everyone's a little different, but that is a known thing about it. If you take too much, it can break you out. So, new things pop up all the time and I dedicate myself as a guinea pig. So I'm always trying random shit and I'll be like, nope, this will break people out. So I'm able to educate people. Stevia is another one. Stevia it messes with hormones and it can break you out around the mouth. It's really interesting.
Okay, pretty much everything just listed is all the stuff I do.
Well, if your skin looks flawless right now, I'm sure
it's so dry.
Yeah.
And then like I said, whenever I get stressed, it break out right away, and then I know it.
Okay, well, this is a good exercise though. So generally, when we get stressed, our other habits change as well. So we start we start sleeping poorly.
Yes.
Maybe start, relying more on sugar to feel good.
Yes.
Relying more on caffeine. Relying more on alcohol.
I always have boba with me. Sugar. Need a sugar crush.
I fucking love boba.
I
want some.
She's so good. She just had water. I asked her, she wanted to eat. She was like,
boba is my cheat.
I know, me too.
It's so good.
But you also very active though, because the last time we were in San Diego, you were about to go for the run the next morning. So. Oh
yeah, that didn't happen. Oh wait, I walked.
You did. But anyway, the point you did.
I walked and then I stopped at 7-Eleven, got some sparkling water, and then walked back.
Awesome. Well, we're going to talk about that. Okay, go back to what you discovered. I need to know all this little trick. Since I have you here, I'm like stuff I need to do. So you saying stress is also because your habit have changed.
Well, it's a lot of different things. So it's never just one thing, right? If you're just say you're sitting here and you're not going to change anything about your day-to-day life, but you get some really, really upsetting news. So your cortisol spikes, you get fight or flight mode, right? And as entrepreneurs, we're in that state all day long.
Yeah, I'm looking at you
all day and all night usually because it goes into our dreams.
Yeah. So I'm grinding my teeth like crazy. I'm grinding so hard one of my teeth fall off. That's how bad it is.
I was at the dentist 2 days ago because of that.
I was in dentist
I cracked a tooth that I've cracked before because I clenched.
Wait, why are we giving a high five for this? This is horrible.
I see you. It's a camaraderie high five.
Literally, yeah. I cracked my teeth, and then I didn't even realize it. And I was taking pictures. I'm like, what's wrong with my smile? And then I realized I lost one of my.
Oh my god! Did you swallow it in your sleep?
I think I swallowed one of my boba.
Oh.
I was actually with Marina, who we're gonna meet up with. And it was from her picture, I noticed that my smile looked funny.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Thank God I don't have a date. I was with her. Can you imagine?
I don't think he would have noticed, but that's crazy that you didn't notice.
It was all the way in the back, so when I smile, because I go like this, it just looked funny. There was some hole in there. Anyway, it's all filming. So, girls, next time you guys see me, if I don't smile too much or too wide, you know why.
We need to get new mouth guards. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, and then
we'll go do that after this.
Apparently, it takes 2 weeks, so you better go make it.
Yeah, I found my old one. I'm just chewing on that, so I need a new one.
Okay, so talk about biting your teeth stress hormone. And that's how you change your skin.
Yeah, so back to the initial stress response, right? There's chronic stress, which is prolonged, and then there's acute stress, which is like situational. So in any event, your cortisol is going to spike a little bit, and that can change the constitution of your oil. It makes it a little thicker and stickier. It also, gives you like a surge of adrenaline and a surge of testosterone sometimes. So it's like it gives you a surge of the overcomplicating it, or oversimplifying it, but it gives you a surge of hormones to go handle the stressor that's in front of you. That same hormonal shift absolutely, mode, right? It comes out in your skin. So anything that spikes your testosterone can actually lead to hormonal acne, which you'll find around your mouth a lot of the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's part of the cortisol stress response. But it's also just your oil changing and your body not caring about healing your skin. It's caring about saving you from the threat that it's perceiving.
So what can people do? I mean, obviously you came up with a great product for that, but what other stuff that we should do and be mindful of?
Yeah, so that's going to be, there are some things that apply to everybody. Dietary triggers are huge. Sugar is the biggest thing that affects your health. Sugar will rot you from the inside out. So it's not like you can never have a sweet.
Many drinks.
Well, it's what you have first. So have protein in your system first thing in the morning and with every meal. I always recommend people buy those organic turkey slices from like Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. Snack on those throughout the day. That way you always have a nice baseline of protein. Okay. But make sure your first meal is protein, even before your coffee, even before any carbohydrates, really. Even before fruit, have a little protein. That way you're balancing it out.
So you have heard recently, Huberman was saying you're not supposed to have coffee the first hour.
The first hour. Yeah, that's for cortisol, and I completely agree.
Oh, so
I switched to, if I need it, I wait at least 40 minutes and chug a bunch of water and do apple cider vinegar and all the other things. And then I'll have black tea. But as long as you have a little bit of protein first, you're going to help curb the glucose spike. Okay. He's saying that because it keeps cortisol higher. If you have caffeine right in the morning, it'll keep your cortisol a little bit higher.
That's what I always do.
That's what we always do is not a good baseline. So everyone's like, this is normal. Everyone does this. We have the shittiest baseline ever. Ugh. Americans are so sick because of these things that we do that just creep into our health and our lifestyle, and they're mindless because it's just what we've always done, right? Yeah. But guess what? Everyone's always sick. So these are the things that when we change them, we can make incremental differences in our health.
I'm so happy we have you here. I'm like learning all this day.
Everyone, I have to you feel it out though, because it's like sometimes the people feel like their world is coming crashing down. It's like, no. Just have the understanding, and whatever the biggest thing in your life that's affecting your health, whether it's sugar or like for some people when they're breaking out with cystic acne, it's eggs or having eggs every day. Like when we do our little, when people take our skin quiz or I'm seeing them in person, I go over these.
Do you have something that for the listener can go on and take a look?
Basically go to clearstem.com, CLEAR, STEM. And clearstemskincare.com. So there's a skin quiz. It'll help you identify if there's some triggers in your vitamins, because a lot of people are taking vitamins to be healthy, but some of them spike testosterone and create hormonal acne. B12 is a very common example of that.
I also take
Everyone's taking B12.
It's just like I was gonna F you a class.
But your skin looks amazing. You just need to
just mention not to do. I did it all. Oh, you know what? You can use me as an example. Like, don't do.
Well, your skin looks flawless, so I think yours is just situational. Yours is just stress, I think.
Okay.
So
that's the test that people can go on and test it out, and then to see what they need to do or what was the reason why they have
the
skin problems.
The quiz will help people identify what's in their diet or vitamins that could be breaking them out, but then also we talk about pore clogging ingredients. You know those filler agents that I was talking about that all the companies use? There's like a list of 100 of them, and it's random things like ethyl hexyl palmitate or isopropyl myristate.
Oh, you sound so sexy 20. When you said all this long
chart. Basically, people copy paste the ingredients to their products into the checker. It will tell you if there's something in it that could cause acne. So if you're like, okay, I'm checking all my products and my lotion is what's breaking me out, which is very common, great, get a new one. Ours is amazing. It's anti-aging and anti-acne, and it's in the clean space. We don't use any hormone disruptors.
Yeah, that was very smart, I have to say, how you come up with the product name. I mean, it makes sense because you want something like clean, but also clinical. So
Yeah, we got lucky with our name. We didn't put enough thought into it, as you would think, but it wound up working out well.
Really? Because how you come up with the name? How you come up with your product?
Because I only had one product originally, and it was a stem cell serum that helps people with like scars and hormonal acne, and I called that product Clear Stem. So it made a lot of sense for that one product. But then when we started adding more, we were like, okay, we need like a name for the company and to rename this product. So we just called the company Clear Stem.
Smart.
And yeah, it worked out well.
Yeah, exactly. And then I know all the product is all your baby. So it's kind of hard to choose which one you would like the most. But what was your best product from there? Like you love the most, or you think that have a story to it that really bring your product to today's, right?
The best product by far. Like if I have to choose between all my children, I can easily choose this one.
Oh, really?
It's called Mind Body Skin. It's a hormonal acne supplement, actually. It's not even...
Oh, so you have supplement also, not just like for face, the serum. Okay.
Yeah, it's acne's internal. Your skin is internal and external. Acne is very much internal and external. But normally,
I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah, I mean, no one really does because it's not talked about in our medical system. Unfortunately, you go to the dermatologist for help with these things, and they mean well. They're great human beings, but the medical system only gives them 11 to 20 hours of nutritional training in their whole degree.
Yeah.
And it's not about how to eat well. It's about contraindications for the prescriptions they'll be writing. Yeah. So this conversation doesn't happen with your average physician, like at all. And they most of them have a quota to write a certain amount of prescriptions, and they're only allowed to spend that short, 10 minutes they have with you. The whole time it's about matching you with the appropriate prescription. It's not holistic. So what happens is people wind up on spironolactone to control acne, or they have to stay on birth control forever and they're terrified to get off of it, or they're on antibiotics forever. We all know how bad that is. I had one client who was on antibiotics so long her gums turned blue. It was insane. And then when all of those stop working, then there's Accutane, and we all know what a toxic process that is. And for some people, it works fantastic, and they never have to think about it again. Great, they're the lucky ones. For most people, it is not the end-all be-all solution. So anyway, people are on all these prescriptions for their skin, and they want to get off of it, but they're terrified. So we created the vitamin version of that, essentially. So it helps with like 6 areas of the body that need the help for acne. Like it has like bioavailable vitamin A. It has DIM to balance estrogen. It has vitamin B5 to help with testosterone and digestion. It has turmeric for inflammation, glutathione, milk thistle, and a whole liver blend. It also has digestive enzymes.
Oh, wow. And then you take that daily as like a supplement. Like you wake up in the morning and you take it, and it's part of your daily practice or daily life.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that one transforms people's skin. That's the one where we get people like write in like, you changed my life, thank you. Like it's a life-changing thing to have, and it's changed mine too.
Yeah, and it's definitely so rewarding when you get this kind of testimony and email. It's like, wow, because I think skin, especially, well, I don't want to say just for women, but this is what you carry out, right? This is what you presenting to everybody out there. I mean, you can't hide it, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's such a way of boost somebody's confidence. So like when my skin breakout, I don't know what to do, to be honest with you. I put more foundation, which I think make even drier, and then start flaky, look horrible. I probably wear a hat, which I don't even think that really helped, because I break out like around here or my forehead. Okay. So then I would use something to cover, and I can just imagine people who suffer like really bad acne probably it's even worse for them, wanting to feel confident and go out and so on.
Yeah, it's really devastating, actually. So that's like our big mission of why we do this, is to relieve suffering. And every decision that we make in the company and every product that we try to formulate, we do it to relieve suffering. Like last week, we just launched our Acne Safe hair care line.
Oh, what is that?
It's just hair care that's formulated to be acne safe, because all of them have like shea butter and coconut oil and stuff that breaks you out. So a lot of people get like back acne and shoulder acne, and it's on their neck and the sides of their face.
That's what they have.
It's from their hair. It's from the conditioner usually. So we made an acne safe hair care line, and it's really good because there's a couple other brands out there.
Why did we talk about this when we had a meeting in San Diego 2 weeks ago?
Well, because we just launched it last week.
Oh, I'm so happy we have you on the show today. It's all meant to be. Exactly. Yeah. So I didn't know that was for your hair conditioner.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, and some people get it in their hairline and in their scalp, which is
Yes.
really painful, and that can be from the shampoo. So, yeah, we made it shampoo and conditioner, but it's actually like luxury hair care. It doesn't make your hair feel like straw like the other ones out there, so we're really proud of it.
Wait, so you know how you just said you here because you have a pop-up shop in Venice at Bikini. Would those shampoo be available for people?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Awesome. We definitely had to take a look. We had to go towards this. Okay. And then San Diego Clinic is in San Diego, obviously.
Yeah, San Diego Acne Clinic. Yeah, it's my first baby.
And so when people come, do they get to have a really good... I mean, I'm lucky because I'm interviewing you, so I get all the tip and stuff, and I can just call you. You might have to show up. You're like, nope. But for people, like, if you really wanted to sit down and really understand what they need to do to improve their skin, can they get the San Diego Clinic does that?
Yeah, so I'm not able to see clients anymore. I'll see like the occasional really like aggressive case. Like if someone's tried everything and they still can't solve it, I'll step in and I can maybe see them. But I don't. My calendar hasn't been open for a while because
I know.
Yeah, but I have 3 very talented girls working there.
Okay.
They're all hardcore acne specialists. They've all dealt with acne. One of them is a former patient. She became an esthetician because seeing how I was able to transform her skin changed her life, and she wanted to do that for other people.
Yeah.
So everyone there has dealt with acne, been through the ringer, knows all their stuff, and does like the same protocol that I would have done. And it's a 90-minute appointment instead of the average. Yeah.
No, because you were just saying if I go see my dermatologist,
you get 7 to 12 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Ish. Yeah, especially if you have like Kaiser or an HMO.
Well, that's what
it's
I
like
have.
it's
See,
like in out. Well, it's the average person has something like a Kaiser or something like where it's just like it's just a mass model and it's prescription writing and the insurance. The shitty thing though, okay, good and bad. So the shitty thing about that the system is not just that it's all about prescriptions, but that they are not able to run the labs that would ultimately help you see what's going on internally. Some people have a parasite infection or candida or mold exposure. There's a lot of internal toxins that are not scanned for in Western medicine. Like they're just not. So, looking like doing like a GI stool mapping test or a Dutch test, which tells you your estrogen metabolites, that is not even available.
I don't think it was ever offered.
No,
even when they get annual hormone tests at Kaiser, right?
No,
they draw your blood.
They draw your blood and they're like, all right, it doesn't look like you're dying, so you're fine.
Okay.
But if you want a prescription, I'll write you one. That's basically how it goes.
Yeah.
So basically what kills me and why I'm so glad I didn't become a doctor because that was the path I was on, is that they might think something's going on with you. Like say your digestion. Say you go to your doctor and you're like, I never poop. I am constantly backed up. I don't know what's going on. Whenever I eat, I feel sick. Certain things make me nauseous. Like say you're describing complex digestive issues that a lot of people have. They can't run a lot of tests that could help you with that. Like they're not going to run a test to see if you have SIBO. And they get penalized if they try. If they dig further, like say you get your lab work back and it's within normal range, they're not allowed to keep running extra labs to try to figure out if there's something. They actually get penalized by the insurance companies. So that's a dead end if you really want to know what's going on inside your system. To that end, we opened up our acne lab panel in October. So
Congratulations! Tell me about this. Okay.
We've done like 1,000 labs so far, and it's for people that know there's something really off inside. So basically we have 2 very talented blood chemists that review all the labs, and we have like holistic protocols for like if it's a parasitic infection, there's certain herbs you take and you do it hardcore for a month. Or if you're having drainage issues, which is very common, like say your liver is sluggish, your lymphatic system, etc. They test for that first. They help you open up your drain, and then you kill the infection. So it's like functional medicine, but viewed through acne.
Is that provided? Is that part of the San Diego clinic?
That's virtual actually. It's through ClearStem.
Okay.
Yeah, it's through ClearStem. It's about $550. So, I mean, it's expensive-ish compared to getting your blood work done at your doctor, which is free. But if you were to go to a functional medicine person, you're going to spend thousands, and they might not even understand acne.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. It was actually more when you go to this private concierge service that they actually do provide those for you. And you're right. As a Kaiser, they don't give you that. Once it's normal, and they won't give you another referral for more.
Exactly. I remember the last time I broke out, and this was after 3 rounds of Accutane. This was before I knew about eggs. This was about 6 years ago. I had cut out all meat and was just doing like local farm fresh organic eggs, and was just doing that as my protein because I was like, oh, they're softer. They'll be easier to digest than eating meat, right?
Exactly. That's what I did.
Right. And that was the worst acne I'd ever had, and it affects the lymphatic system. The eggs have an albumin protein, and they have a certain bacteria profile, but basically it affects the lymphatic system, and in the face that shows up on the lower neck, right where your lymph nodes are.
Oh my god, that makes sense now.
Yeah, it can show up in other areas on the face
but it's
too.
Mostly right here.
But it's mostly
right here.
Yeah. It'll show up like in pathways on your face, like a parentheses from your nose or down around your mouth, or just straight up like right under your neck by your lymph nodes. So I literally was eating eggs like every day, like 5 or 6 eggs.
I don't eat red meat, so my protein is egg or I guess fish, sushi, right? But it's kind of hard to find. If you don't get fresh fish, the safest or the most easy way is egg. Yeah.
I mean, it seems like it's a perfect little pot of protein, but it can be toxic for some people. So basically, I had like cysts going down my neck, right on my lymph nodes, and I was going to my traditional dermatologist at the time because I was like, "What is going on? Like, do I need antibiotics?" He's like, "No, we ran your labs, everything looks fine." I was like, look at my face. Like, it is not fine.
Yeah.
And it was just like, he couldn't do anything. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. So, yeah. Anyway, that's why we create the solutions we create. It's as a direct answer to the stuff that we see is wrong with the acne space.
So this is also on your website. It's virtual. So for people who wanted to have a deep understanding or just get an answer, just want to know the answer what's wrong with the skin, they can do that. Okay.
Yeah. It's called the Acne Lab Panel. It's on the website, and it's virtual. You basically just get a lab form, and you go to like a lab quest or whatever is near you, and then they send it to our people. They review it, and then you get your customized protocol, and then you get put into like a membership where everyone is learning from each other and sharing recommendations, and then they do office hours.
Great idea.
Yeah, because acne is all about shared learning.
Yeah.
It really
it's like
is.
A community.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So what is your next project? I mean, I didn't even know about this project that this came in October last year. So it's very new.
Yeah, it's new. We haven't put a ton of marketing spend behind it because we still wanted to. We didn't want to overload our team, and we're still building out like what the membership looks like and like what do office hours look like and how much care do people really need, like how much one-on-one are people really still requesting. So we kind of did a soft launch, but we've done over 1,000 at this point.
Oh wow, you're gonna get another one, me. So I'm gonna sign up.
I got you.
Yeah. I need to figure that out too. So what would be your next project? Or are you gonna try to build this first and?
Well, ClearStem has a long way to go. I mean, we haven't really we've grown a ton, but we have not scaled as much as we could. Like we're exploring some partnerships right now to expand into the UK because we get asked a lot, and their medical system's worse than ours.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, they can't even get into their it's worse. So they really need our products, right? Wow. So we're exploring a UK expansion. And then we have a couple of new products coming out. We have one in May. It's a skin spray.
Oh, this May? In 2 months? What is it?
Yeah, end of next month.
Oh, yeah, I mean next month. See,
yeah, I know. Like, what month is it? It's a skin spray, but it has hypochlorous acid, which is like a healing ingredient, but it also has peptides, magnesium,
all the yummy
and
stuff.
UVB and UVA blockers in it. So
so it's also the sunscreen spray kind of.
It's a booster to that. We're not going to put it through SPF testing because we don't want it to be a sunscreen product. Yeah. But it does have blue light blocking and a little bit of UVA in there too. So we're so excited about that one. It also doubles as a makeup setting spray. Oh. So you spray it on in the morning, and it has like a minty feeling where it kind of wakes you up.
Oh, I want that. That sounds really great.
It's addictive.
And it's not clotting your skin either.
No, it's a mist.
It's perfect. Okay.
It's like think of it like an herbal medicinal tonic mist that makes your makeup look perfect.
That sounds yummy.
Yeah, and it wakes you up. So yeah, I like products that actually like where the scent is a whole experience as well. Because there's a lot of skincare out there that smells like shit, and you're like, what are you doing?
It's not too perfumey, some of them.
It can be perfumey, or it can just smell like weird and kind of sour, and it's like, we don't use artificial fragrances, but we will use a little bit of essential oils.
I love essential oils.
Yeah, just a little bit that goes with the natural base. It's like adding salt to something, right?
It would be like spa fresh, like.
Yes.
Okay. I can't wait. So May, that's when they're coming out.
Yes.
Okay, so that's your next project.
Yes.
People, we should definitely look it up on their website to see how you look. And okay, so your pop-up shop is happening till Sunday.
Yes.
So we won't have that, but we will have the supplement and we have the hair product. We can take a look that we can look for, and all other product, obviously. So where is it in Apple-Kenny? Exactly.
It's right by Aviator Nation.
Okay.
And it's I think it's like 1306 Abbott-Kinney. There was a huge dispensary called MedMen.
Yes.
It's right next door to that.
I don't know. It's for a friend. I've never been there, but I just thought I've seen it before. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so it's the space right next to that one.
Perfect. What a great location. I'm
it's
excited.
great.
Okay. Well, every single time we ask all the people who show up on the podcast, one last question before we end it is, what advice you would give to the younger self?
Oh gosh.
Besides all the skin products, skin knowledge.
Besides not washing your face in hot water.
Do not do that, little Danielle.
Gosh, one thing. To learn that people's patterns are generally who they are and listen to them. Basically, when someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think being and a lot of my friends relate to this. Being an optimist and being empathic and understanding, we forgive a little too much too often, and it weighs us down.
Yeah.
And it kind of dims our ability to do other big things when we ignore patterns and let people continue to, suck our energy dry or continue to disappoint us.
Yeah, and especially when I think as a woman and then running a business and come up with so many new product and project, like how do you balance your life? Because you're also very sociable, you have a great social network. How do you balance life and also not be sucked into giving you too much your energy away?
Yeah, I think I just really nurture my friendships. Really, really good, healthy friendships are the biggest ingredient to a long, healthy life. Okay. So I really nurture my friendships. It's something I do every single day, and it makes me so happy, and it makes my cup full so that I'm able to do other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that too. And then I also agree what you were saying. It's like when someone show you the first time the true color, like just believe them. Don't yeah, exactly. And time is so short, and there's so many things we wanted to do. So there's not that much energy left, right? So you really want to protect your energy.
Yeah, and as you get older, you're just like, you see your parents getting older. I'm seeing my grandparents get older, and I'm like, oh shit. It just reminds you of life is short, and you never know what's gonna happen. So it's like, do the things that fill you up and that leave the biggest positive footprint on the world, so that after you leave, you'll be like, all right, I did good when I was there.
You save so many girls with the confidence to helping with their confidence and stop everybody to do more bad stuff bad for their skin, not knowing it. Like hot water for the face. I'm totally guilty of that. Eating egg, that's another one. And the mushroom supplement, ashwagandha, no.
I mean, if it's working for you, it's working for you. But if you're breaking out, those are triggers to look at. It's all about because everyone's so different.
Yeah.
Everyone is so different. There are some people where they can eat whatever they want and they won't break out. But if they use a product with coconut oil, they'll break out. Some people only have a couple triggers. Some people need to just be more careful. So it's just about getting that information.
And then I also love the fact that you created a clinic with people who can actually sit down with you and have a talk with you about your skin. Then you're right, because when you go to the doctor's office, they pretty much only have 7 minutes. First of all, they're always late. And number two, you wait there, even though your appointment is at 10:30. You don't get called in until 11:30. And then they meet with you for 7 minutes, they're out, and then you have no one to follow up or ask questions in detail. So I'm so glad that you offered a service for people. We can really sit down and learn more about it, right? And the testing, I think that's great, because you just want to know the source. You just want to know the answer.
Yeah. So, the best investment you can ever make is into yourself.
Yeah.
That's another piece of advice for the younger self. Yeah. Invest in yourself always and regularly, and never feel bad about it. Ever.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. meditation. I need my alone time. Yeah, I feel like give me the Irish kiss goodbye, disappear after half hour.
Oh, I love a good Irish exit.
Yeah, I'm like,
it leaves people missing you and wanting more. It works.
Yeah. Just create just a little bit, like
Little FOMO.
Well, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. And everybody, we're gonna leave your website on the blurb so people can see it. We can check it out. Cool. And then I can't wait for the May product, the spray.
Ooh, I can't wait to get it for you. You're gonna be obsessed. I already know you a little bit. You're gonna be obsessed. You're gonna carry it in your purse. It's gonna go everywhere with you, and it's gonna be your new wingman.
Totally. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.